So I want to tell you a story that really changed my life. It's really about human trafficking. It's really become my why, the reason I do what I do. It really gives me a lot of purpose and centers me and says, this is the reason I've been put on this earth, is to help end modern day human slavery. Now, most people don't realize there's actually 20 to 40 million human slaves today, about 3 times the size of greater Los Angeles, which is just absolutely unbelievable and really heartbreaking at the same time. And this will continue to exist and continue to grow because people don't know about it, or we don't take action. We don't care enough to actually do something about it. So I want to share this story with you, kind of the reason and how this really became my why and helped transform my life. And I'm sure you may have your own why, but I want to share this story because I think, especially at the end of the year, we think about family, we think about really what's important. I wanted to share it with you. So let's jump in. Okay, so I was at this event, and it was an event with a speaker. The woman's name is Christine Kane, and she talks all over the world about human trafficking. They do rescue operations, and they rescued a gal in Greece. So the country of Greece, this gal was from North Africa. She was a teenager, 14, 15 years old. And it was when this girl was being rescued, and we'll just call her Gail. Her name wasn't Gail, we'll call her Gail. When Gail was being rescued, she, a lot of people, when they're being rescued, they don't realize they're being rescued. They don't know if this person is also a trafficker or what's going on. There's a lot of trauma that happens around this. But she started warming up and telling her story. And she said, we were 50 girls from North Africa. They came to our villages and they said, we'll get you a job in Europe. So they said, oh, that sounds great. So they got them all. They took them to the coast, got them on a boat, and we're sending them over to Europe. And instead of putting them, on a nice boat, it was basically like to smuggle them in. They put them on a shipping container, which was like one of those big barges that has these, shipping containers that go on the boat. And I guess inside the shipping container, they're airtight. So I didn't realize they're airtight, but on the way over, there was an air filtration system. And somehow on the way over, the system malfunctioned, and 35 of the 50 girls died on the way over due to suffocation. So there's only 15 girls left. So this girl's one of the 15 that are left. And then when they arrive, they're sent different places. Some are sent here, they're sent there. This girl was among a few sent to Greece. And when they get there, they would rape them 10 times a day to get them to not fight anymore. And then they would just send them on the streets to work the streets. And it's just, being a dad and having a daughter, this is just really heartbreaking to see somebody be treated this way. But this girl, Gail, when she was being rescued, she said to Christine with tears in her eyes, she said, well, why didn't you come sooner? And Christine said, we didn't come sooner because we didn't know you're here. But now that we know that there are girls like you, we'll do everything we can to try to stop this. And so to me, I got to be honest, something in me really broke and said, this is a cause that's worth living and dying for. There's nobody out here looking for this girl. There's nobody out here, 99% of these people that are human slaves today, no one's out there looking for them. And so I said, this is a cause that really I want to give my life to. And the reason I wanted to bring it up is that we talk a lot about financial freedom, which I love. It's great talking about financial freedom and freedom of time and freedom of travel. And I travel all the time and all these things are true. But it's really important that we really think about what is the most important. I think it's important that you have a why, that you have something that really centers you. Because when you have that, it really allows you to know what you're going towards or what drives you. What's the purpose for that? So even as I share this, I'm sure something's coming up for you. So I want to share this. My sister started this organization called the Dressember organization. Really, the whole premise, they started with a fashion challenge, and then it became this big organization to try to create awareness for human trafficking. And now they've raised over $16 million for it. So my sister's been an awesome inspiration to me. I'm actually on the board of this organization now. And basically the money that they raise goes to awareness, it goes to rescues. And then when these girls are rescued or these people are rescued, a lot of times they have no other skills. Like there's not a lot of skills there. So they have to train them, give them other skills. There's a lot of trauma. So they've got to do some therapy with them and try to really help them to work through that. And there's some things just in our culture. A lot of it, again, is just awareness, right? In the masculine culture, we have things like porn and strip clubs and prostitution, which there's really no ethical model of those, right? There's a lot of coercion that's involved in a lot of those places. And so I like talking about it because I think it's, not in a way that's shaming of people or shaming of guys in general, but just talking about it. Because the more we talk about it, the more it can lose its power. So this is something that's just really given me a goal this year to try to raise $5,000 I know we've raised millions for multifamily, but my goal this year is to raise $5,000 to try to help to contribute to this cause to end human slavery in the world. So I hope over time there'll be more and more both that I will give, people will give, there'll be more awareness. This is a tax deductible gift. So at the end of the year, I just want to invite you to do that. But I just want to ask for you in the comments maybe below, like, what is your cause? What's your why? Why do you want financial freedom? What will allow you to do? What will empower you to do to really end in the world so that you can really create something better? You can create a better life for your kids or for other people in the world. So that's something I want to hear. There's this quote I want to share with you. This is from William Wilberforce, who was back in the 1800s, really helped to abolish slavery in England. And he said this: "Let it not be said that I was silent when they needed me." Right? So just being there for helping others, being able to help others, whether that's in your family, that's in your community, that's in the world, that's across the world, it's really important. So I want you to just really consider that at the end of the year. And then I want you to check out this video. This talks about how to leave your job with passive income. Again, passive income allows us to be able to have freedom of time, to be able to be creative, and I think really find a way to create greater contribution in the world, in our lives, and in the lives of others. So really encourage you to do that. And again, if you haven't joined our investment club, it's a great time to do it. You can check that out down below. I'd love to see in the comments what you thought about this video and what causes you believe in or that you're strongly fighting for. So thanks for taking the time to be on this video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.